What's going on, YouTube? I'm
Hold
Scott.
on a second. Sorry, I was scratching my eye, and it was bad timing. Oh, all right, let's go.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Scotch.
I'm Sniff.
And we're Scotch and
ScotchNSniff. Today we're going to be making some comparisons. We really sat down and we're like, what can we make a video about that's interesting? And we were like, maybe older is not better.
Older is not better all the time. And a lot of people, kind of grow up with the sense it's like, oh, get the older one. It's better. It costs more money, but it's better. But that isn't necessarily the case.
Wait, so are you telling me that the Elijah Craig 23 is not better than something like this 12-year-old barrel proof?
We both agree that this is not the case in this.
Did we both agree on that?
I think we both agree.
We definitely did, because the Elijah Craig 23, people scream and rave about it, but I think it really is the age and the price and the rarity. Once you taste it, you're like, oak trees.
A lot of people who comment on older bottles or show in their Instagrams or something like that they have, oh, look at this bottle. You'll never see them open it. And we always open all our bottles. Whiskey's there to be consumed. So we're gonna taste them and actually find out, is it worth it? Should you really hunt for this bottle, or should you just go for this bottle that sits on the shelf all day long most of the time and pick it up and it's a cheaper price?
To be fair though, this comparison's really weird because a 23 tastes like burnt toothpicks that you're chewing in your mouth and you hate yourself, but the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is literally like eating fire. I always recommend to people that they only try it 4 or 5 drops at a time, and that's not an exaggeration. It literally is so hot. Like, what's the proof on this? 135.6, 67.8% alcohol, and it shows it.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people talk about adding a little bit of water to it, and you totally can, and that'll bring it down some, but I've seen no amount of water that brings it down to something reasonable.
We tasted this at an event one time, and there was this guy who had just basically shot it back, and he was just having this coughing fit for about 30 minutes because his throat was like, you fed me poison. I need to close as quickly as possible.
All I could think was, I don't have my CPR certification.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm pretty good with the paddles though.
Clear? So next up we have the Lagavulin 12 versus the 16. The 16, the classic evergreen. It's one of the few peaty whiskeys that I actually do like. I blame Ron Swanson.
Ron Burgundy?
Ron Swanson.
I enjoy the 12 more. I feel as though it's more approachable, and it has a little bit of a sweeter component. It's still complex and it still has that peat, but it's just not, and you would think that a younger whiskey might be more harsh and might be stronger in peat because it hasn't had time to mellow out. But I enjoy the flavors of the 12 a lot more than I do the 16.
It might just be me, but we tried both of these at Whiskey Fest, again, because we are sadists. And I think the 12 cask strength tastes just like the 16.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about, in that sense, if the 12 tastes just like the 16 and the 12 is only going for $85, how much is the 16?
I think it was $100.
Yeah, so if they taste the same and you like both of them, you can really save yourself, in that instance, $25, $30 and just pick up the younger one. And it's celebrating, Lagavulin's 200th anniversary, which is a really cool thing to be involved in. It's nice.
We do enjoy Lagavulin's. Is it them who does the comments?
Oh no, that's Lefroy.
Oh, we knew it was one of the Pete people who, Pete to me is Pete is Pete is Pete.
Pete and L.
Pete is hatred and the devil, and it's all those things just mashed into one amazing mash bill and distilled into this stuff they put into these bottles. Ooh. So the last one we have up is one. This was a little bit harder for me to deal with because the Glenfiddich 26 was a birthday bottle, so I saved up a bunch of money, $500, and went out and bought it for my birthday a couple years ago, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna have this amazing 26-year-old. It's called Excellence because it's excellent. And it should be amazing. And I cracked it open, and I wanted to weep quietly to myself because it doesn't live up to
the hype
of age. It doesn't live up to the hype of age. There's no hype surrounding this bottle. Not everybody's a huge Glenfiddich fan, but it just doesn't live up to the, it's 26 years. Shouldn't it be great? Like the Elijah Craig, shouldn't it be great? It's over 20 years old. But no, I went back to my old favorite. I went out the same day and picked up another Glenfiddich 19 Age of Discovery Bourbon Cask Reserve.
Which isn't, the 19 year is still, that's a long time. 19 years in oak, it's nothing to shake a stick at. But comparing the two, 26 years, you would think that progression of greatness should be, become excellence, like they say. But sometimes you're just disappointed. Stick with the one that you're okay with paying for and not having to pay the extra money. So not all the time is older better. You can sometimes save money and go with the ones that you enjoy the most.
Yeah, what do you think? Go ahead and comment below and let us know what you think about, certain bottles that maybe older's not better.
Do you have some old ones that you like? Do you have some young ones that you like better?
Sounds kind of creepy when you say it that way.
Oh, it does.